income countries. That's according to a global sharing alliance. India has put a temporary hold on exports to meet domestic demand.
Meanwhile, the Philippines has again hit a record high number of new COVID-19 cases in one day, nearly 9,000.
Nike and H&M are facing a growing backlash in China. It's after the retailers expressed concern about the alleged use of forced Uyghur labour in some cotton production. China is accused of committing serious human rights violations against the Muslim minority.
And under a new law in New Zealand, couples who have a miscarriage or stillbirth will be eligible for paid bereavement leave. It's reportedly only the second country to introduce the measure after India.
1329
Minutes.
Babies.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Here is
105.5.
accessing the
105.4.
one station, all the hits.
105.5. Splash.
All right, it's good to have you join us this afternoon. It's a Thursday and the 25th day in the month of March 2021. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. Welcome to the program Talking Points on Splash FM. And you know the deal, it is the last Thursday of the month, and that's Open Day. So you get the drift, don't you? So you know the ritual for Open Day, it is to get you talking to us. So we'll open the microphones and give to you, and then we'll set the ball rolling. But before we do that, I have conversation around, the World Tuberculosis Day 2021 that, came on stream yesterday. So all over the world, you see figures and stats about tuberculosis. And then one of these big concerns for you has to do with the number of people living with tuberculosis in Nigeria. And one thing that, strikes me and indeed strikes me down is that many of the negative stats across the world, some of the figures that we throw around in Nigeria nonchalantly. You get what I'm talking about? It has to do with, lack of concern about some of the key issues that bother us as a people, or if you like, key issues that beset us as a people. So we'd like to have conversation about that today. And, one of my men, my guys in the house here, one of our colleagues here, I'll be talking with him for some time on the program today. You remember that it is about getting all of us talking, particularly because it is the last Thursday of the month. Okay, so it's World Tuberculosis Day conversation. Of course, it happened yesterday. And one of those key issues, key conversations about it, is the theme that says a clock is ticking. Okay, so we'll get to just feel, just have a feel of some of the things around tuberculosis. Once again, my name is Michael Olatunbosun. Is Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. I'm looking at a story here. It says governors are unhappy over 157,000 TB deaths recorded yearly. The 36 state governors under the aegis of Nigeria Governors Forum on Wednesday solicited for the federal government support for the domestication of tuberculosis disease eradication program, which seeks to end TB by 2030. The Nigeria Governors Forum chairman, Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, gave the charge via a statement issued to commemorate the 2021 World TB Day with the theme, "The Clock is Ticking," and underscored the need for Nigeria to meet the commitments made at the United Nations high-level meeting on tuberculosis held in 2018. So according to him, these targets and commitments provide that Nigeria will be back on track by 2022 in our efforts toward ending TB by 2030. He said, and I quote now, "Today, Nigeria's Governors Forum joins the rest of the world to commemorate World Tuberculosis Day. This day provides the opportunity for the entire world to intensify public awareness about the devastating health, social, and economic impact of tuberculosis, as well as renew our commitment to accelerate efforts at the national, state, local government, community levels to eradicate TB in Nigeria." Tuberculosis is an airborne disease that affects millions of people regardless of socioeconomic status. Though it is preventable and curable, it has remained the deadliest infectious disease globally. And so when you factor in the stats about Nigeria, you understand the import of the stats. By the way, just a peep at or into the World Health Organization's website did. Okay, so the TB remains the world's deadliest infectious killer. Each day, nearly 4,500 people lose their lives to TB and close to 30,000 people fall ill with this preventable and curable disease. Global efforts to combat TB have saved an estimated 54 million lives since the year 2000 and reduced the TB mortality by 42%. So, you understand the theme for this year, time is ticking. So you have to go check. That's the essential basic message that we have embedded in the day. Okay, in this report, my colleague here, Adegoke Oluwagbemiga, did a report on the TB conversation, and particularly after yesterday's meeting or attendance at the program held at it was a press conference essentially held at the Oyo State Ministry of Health and Secretariat there, where we had some of these conversations on the implications and occurrences of the TB and what the state government was putting in place to combat tuberculosis. I'll bring that report in a moment. Of course, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Okay, Goke is here with me. Goke, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. It's nice to be here.
Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to Talking Points.
Thank you.
I guess this will be your first time on Talking Points, right?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Okay, so let's get talking.
Okay.
We were together at the Secretariat yesterday where we had a press conference with the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Bashir Bello, and some other key collaborators, the Breakthrough Action Nigeria, the USAID, and the Damien Foundation, particularly the partners and supporters in the battle. I'd like you to tell me, you did a report. I'm going to play the report in a moment. Tell me what your deductions are from the way Nigeria has tackled the tuberculosis scourge.
Well, for me, I think we were there yesterday together. And for me, it was actually a mixed feeling yesterday.
Okay.
Seeing and hearing, knowing the fact that Nigeria is actually burdened by TB. Because we are the number one in Africa. When we talk about the nations that are being burdened, we are number one in Africa. And of course, I was a little bit concerned for your state, because presently statistics also have it that your state is number 13 out of the 36 states that we have. So of course, it's a mixed feeling for me because we have a lot of things that we are not getting right. And secondly, I'm also happy because we are waking up. Let me use the word. We are waking up to the realities. Whether I like it or not, the facts are there. Whether I feel good or bad, the facts are there. Whether the governor feel happy or not, the facts are there. That we still have a long way to go, Michael.
And the facts are, if you like, very ghastly facts.
Yeah.
Of course, the commissioner talked about efforts put in place by the government, upgrading primary healthcare centers and so many other things.
Yes.
Okay. Let's let you listen to the report. Goke is here. He did this report. Just listen to him, and then we'll come back and open the microphones and get the conversations going. It's still Talking Points on Splash FM. Please don't go away.
As the world celebrates World Tuberculosis Day for year 2021, the need for government, stakeholders, and Nigerians to be proactive is of paramount importance as the war against this global disease doesn't seem to be ending soon, putting into consideration the outrageous burden of tuberculosis on Africa, Nigeria, and Oyo State. Tuberculosis, TB as it is popularly called, is caused by the bacterium called Mycobacterium tuberculosis that most often affect the human lungs. The common symptoms of active lung TB are cough with sputums and blood at times, chest pains, weakness, weight loss, fever, and night sweats. A report published by World Health Organization on the prevalence of TB globally indicates that about 1/4 of the world's population is infected, out of which Nigeria ranks 6th among the 30 high TB-burdened countries and 1st in Africa. Ironically, Oyo State accounts for the 13th ITB burden states within the country. As part of efforts to reposition and also get Oyo State off the present tuberculosis burden, the state government has emphasized the need for aggressive awareness creation and case finding to help the scourge. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Bashir Bello, gave this charge yesterday in Ibadan while speaking during a press briefing and flag off of community outreach and awareness creation organized by Ministry of Health in collaboration with Tuberculosis and Leprosy Control Program partners in commemoration of World Tuberculosis Day 2021. It disclosed that the state government has provided 539 health facilities offering direct treatment for tuberculosis and 10 GenExpert laboratories across the state where tuberculosis testing and treatment occur, calling on residents who have experienced cough lasting for 2 weeks or more to take advantage of these facilities in their own interest.
This occasion is to create awareness on the need to go for screening if there is persistent cough for 2 weeks or more. The test is free, and if confirmed for TB treatment is also free. Also, we should ensure that our environment is clean, which is of utmost importance to this government and prevention of tuberculosis within our community.
The state coordinator for the Breakthrough Action for Social and Behavior Change in Oyo State, Mrs. Olatunbosun Afachong, while speaking during the program, lauded the state government on the giant strides taken to reduce the TB statistics in the states. She mentioned that they have their community works in 12 local governments where they empower community members with relevant information to prevent themselves from getting TB, stating that the test for TB is free and it is curable.
We are seizing this opportunity to inform community members to create awareness about tuberculosis, and that anyone in the community who has been coughing for over 2 weeks needs to check what exactly this cough is about, because it's not all coughs that are either COVID or tuberculosis. You need to check. Until you check, you wouldn't know which type of cough you have. And we have different TB centers, TB dot centers, where people can go to get themselves checked so that they can be placed on treatment if it is tuberculosis. And the treatment is free. So we encourage everyone who has symptoms of cough, who may have been coughing for over 2 weeks, to quickly go to the nearest health center and get information. Well, we are telling people that if you know check them, you know go know.
Religious leaders were not left behind as Alhaji Shehu Salaudeen, who represented religious leaders at the program, stated that religious leaders are at the forefront of the campaign for the eradication of tuberculosis, as they're encouraging the local communities to embrace the effort of the government to eradicate TB. He stated that contrary to some misconceptions, TB is not a spiritual problem, and once a person infected with it starts medication, such a person cannot spread it again.
We are in the forefront of making sure that our local community, they embrace the effort of the government to towards eradicating tuberculosis, which is really short TB.
The citizens of Oyo State have been advised to check their health status in the nearest health facilities for free and get treatment if tested positive for free. That cough could be tuberculosis and not COVID-19. Go check Ambo. For Splash FM, I am Oluwagbemiga Adegoke.
Splash FM 105.5.
Ìbàdàn 9 mobile 4G LTE ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀. àfihàn eré ìdárayá bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbá wọn ní yàjóyàjó á yàtọ̀. ìpè lórí fídíò àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ rẹ́kẹ̀ṣẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yóò máa lọ ní rọ̀rùn kò sí yọnu. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o Ìbàdàn ẹ jẹ gbádùn ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ayélujára pẹ̀lú ojúlówó 4G LTE lórí àtẹ data 9 mobile gba gígábáìtì méjì pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fún ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà gígábáìtì méje pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ẹgbẹ̀rún kan lé lẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà àti gígábáìtì mẹ́ta àtààbọ̀ dátà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lálẹ́ ní àwọn àṣàyàn olóṣooṣù fún dátà ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún kan náírà àti jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ tẹ *200*3*1# láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìlànà àtàdéhùn wàṣà o 9 mobile.
Babes, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Ojere. See, now I'm just tired, my friend. I'm thinking of how we get to the market to buy food stuff and provision again. See, it's a big problem for me, oh.
Are you really serious? Haven't you heard of Food Locker? A place where you can get all your food stuff and groceries affordably and without stress. In fact, you can sit at home, in your office, anywhere, and order everything you need at www.foodlocker.com.ng, and they will deliver right at your doorstep. They have yams, gari, meat, crayfish, oil, provisions, even pap ogi. Let me switch your belly safe. Their prices are so affordable and very comparable with market prices. You will even get farm fresh vegetables, chicken and fruits, and they also have continental products.
Please stop giving yourself problems. Just go to www.foodlocker.com.ng or download the Food Locker mobile app from Google Play Store and shop. They are headquartered in Ibadan and they deliver across many states. Hey, this is good news. Thank you very much, my friend. You are a lifesaver. www.foodlocker.com.ng is the answer.
For further details, call 0903 178 7037. Food Locker. All your food stuff and groceries in one place.
Laugh Matters with Benga Adeyinka and Friends returns with a vengeance.
Yeah. Featuring Nigeria's finest Q-Dot, Vector, Amababa, Dr. Smart, Azados, Mike Abdul, Baba Laria, Larry J, Pederu, Fabulous Peasy, Remote, Dr. Whiteberry, Paul the Good Guy, Olympia, Shete, Nepa Boys, Yemi Elesho, Barry J, BJ Sachs, Baptista, and many more. Date, Easter Sunday, April 4th, Jogger Center, 3 p.m. Ticket, 3K, 5K, 10K, 250K, 500K. Tickets available at Hessen's Palms Mall, Ultima Restaurants, Ace Supermarkets, Grand X Stores, and online at areatickets.com. Buy any tickets and stand a chance to win a plot of land courtesy Revolution Plus Properties, powered by Multina, supported by Cruiser Lounge and Bistro, Extension Publication, and the Oyo State Government. Media partners.
105.5, The Splash.
We are observing all COVID-19 protocols. No face mask, no entry.
Laugh Matters with Benga Adeyinka and Friends. Expect the unexpected.
Make I gist you about Easter purchase. When I go put hole for our pocket.
Mama boy, cheap market no dey anywhere now. Everything don't cast.
Our darling supermarket food co don't come again, no, with ogbonge low price for Easter market, like food, drinks, and home appliances. Then for flash sale for food co, buy big bull rice 25 kg, where cost 11,999 naira 99 kobo, and then go summer you Coca-Cola 50 cl pack of 12 and Sunola soya oil 1 liter free.
You sure?
Yes, so Papa boy. No be only that. The Malta Guinness pack of 6 at 749 naira 99 kobo. Milo Energy drink 500 gram refill. Now only 949 naira 99 kobo. Sioba Sira Binaton blender BLG 403. Ogba soya oil Sunola 1.9 liters. Lofe. Sioba Sira Binaton dry iron D1108. Ofi Oshe sunlight detergent 900 grams. Shifaje. This and plenty are woof boku for food co. This Easter season 25th March. Go reach 5th April. Offers day while stock lasts. Terms and conditions day.
My people, bet matter don land. Make una come see ogbonge cable wey dem manufacture for we obodo Nigeria. Na Pure Cables. Pure Cables na correct electrical cable wey dey reliable, dependable, and the people wey dem make am call dey safety conscious. Pure Cables get original copper and aluminium cable for different sizes dem wey you fit use for electrical wiring level for anywhere. Whether na your house, abi na your office, the price nko e no dey tear pocket at all. Nationwide distribution don start. For more information, call 0808 030 3257 0808 030 3257. Pure Cable and Wire Limited. They have print compound, 4 tickets, 122/132. Oshodi Apapa Expressway, Iyano Solo Bus Stop, Lagos. Pure Cables, Nigerian Electrical Contractors endorser, SON approver. Pure Cables, now you be go.
Ibadan. 9Mobile 4G LTE has landed and we are in for the time of our lives. Streaming matches will never be the same. Video calls will be clearer than ever. Work will be so smooth, it won't feel like work. That's smooth.
Yes, Ibadan. Enjoy browsing with quality 4G LTE on 9Mobile data plans. Get 2 GB plus free access to social media for 500 naira. 7 GB plus free access to social media for 1,500 naira. And 3.5 GB free data for night streaming on select monthly data plans of 1,000 naira and above. Dial *200*3*1# to get started. T's & C's apply. 9Mobile.
Do you know you can study in Hungary and Cyprus with ease?
Yes, the representative of Istvan University in Hungary and European University of Levsk in North Cyprus are at your beck and call here in Ibadan, Nigeria.
These schools are in partnership with the Edu Consort of Ruscon Travels and Tours Limited, and over the years, several students have gained admission and visa to study and get their degree by leveraging on this partnership. Ruscon Travels and Tours Limited is your link to study in Istvan University in Hungary and North Cyprus European University of Levsk.
2 world-class universities with campuses located in a serene and friendly environment. You pay zero deposit and service charge until your visa is secured. For more inquiries, call 0816-932-9152. Again, 0816-932-9152.
Our office is at number 53 MKO Abiola Way, Ajegbe Bus Stop, Ring Road, Ibadan, Oyo State. On Facebook and Instagram at Ruscon Travels NG. Ruscon Travels and Tours. All right, let's go to Hungary and Cyprus for qualitative education.
Capture your world in stunning detail with the new Nokia 5.4. With a powerful 48MP quad camera and advanced video recording, giving you total creative control. Its generous 2-day battery life means your phone is there for you and your family when you need it most. Whether it's for work or play, you can see more on the 6.39 HD Plus screen. Nokia smartphones. Trusted, always secure, and built to last. Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's good to have you join us again. It's Talking Points on Splash FM. Today is Open Day. Of course, we just had conversations around the tuberculosis, which day was marked yesterday. The world over, a huge burden on of the people carrying, large number of people carrying that tuberculosis around. And we're saying that it's time that we just put things in place to make sure that everybody gets to understand what this tuberculosis is and how you can help all of us. Remember, if you're very familiar with the SDGs, that should be goal number 3, which talks about health, health. And basically it is to, make sure that the world becomes more healthy or healthier, if you like, by the turn of 2030. 2030 is just a few years from now. And Nigeria is also racing against time. So in that report, you listen to Goke. and the things he could gather, the bits of information and all that he could gather from the press conference of yesterday. I'll come back to Goke in a moment. I thought I should just tell you that in case you'd like to catch a glimpse of what's going on in the studio, please go to Facebook and then search for Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. We're on live. Yes, live streaming. Okay. Let me quickly go to our open day rituals. Goke is still with me. You help us with a few of these, items. Maybe I'll ask him his perspective on some of, the issues, questions, or matters emanating at the moment. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 493 3000. Those are the numbers. Talk to us, whatever it is that resonates with you across the nation, or if it's a global matter that you'd like to talk about. Okay, we're here. Let's gist. Okay. Bandits, displaced herdsmen. This is attributed to Miyetti Allah. This is the Vanguard of today. Okay. The riders here, Nigeria falling apart, NEF, Afenifere, NBF, Pandef tell federal government, wake up to your responsibility, NEF spokesman. Federal government should do the needful, Afenifere here says, and present government may midwife disintegration of Nigeria. Middle Belt Forum here says, let's work together to end reign of terror. That's Pandef, and then blame governors for rise in banditry, says Miyetti Allah. A bit of that story. One of the umbrella bodies of herdsmen in Nigeria, Miyetti Allah Kautal Hore, said yesterday that herders are facing many challenges from hostile host communities, including vigilante groups and other criminal elements who rustle cows in the country. This came as a popular Islamic scholar, Ahmad Gumi, insisted yesterday that bandits be granted amnesty. Okay. According to him, the bandits will not let go of their arms if they are not assured of their safety and rehabilitation. Okay, so what do you think about this? You can call to talk to us now. In the Vanguard newspaper, bandits displaced herdsmen. Another story from the Vanguard. Here it says, competitive technical skills panacea to unemployment. ITFDG here says, unless most Nigerians are equipped with competitive technical skills, we will as a nation continue to fight a losing battle against the plights of poverty and unemployment, and there are attendant consequences. This was the view of the acting Director General Industrial Training Fund, Sir Joseph Ari, who also advocated increased investment in the construction, agriculture, solid minerals, ICT, manufacturing, and service sectors so that the country can quickly build its economy. Okay, Goke, we're talking about something like this, in the newsroom a few minutes ago.
Exactly.
Is that many times we were, taught or we're told that you should just go to school and you get a job.
Yeah.
But in the 21st century, it does not apply anymore.
Now, the president even said at a particular point in time that having a BSc is not a dorado.
Okay.
You're not living in heaven because you now have a BSc. And Michael, it would be nice to tell our people that a lot of people now that there is no job, they just force you go and do masters.
Go and do masters, as if masters is automatic employment.
Now that masters is not even giving out the go and start PhD. Because a friend of mine was telling me that even in UI, they have over 100 people that want to do PhD.
Wow.
Over 100. For what? Exactly. For what?
PhD.
It's PhD, like you said. But let me just address this issue now. The man is saying, see, the truth of the matter is, all of us know the truth. But you said something yesterday while we were having a conversation with the religious leader yesterday. You said it's not just the ideas that we have. It's not just the environment. We have to bring all of these ideas, then turn them to make what we need to get. We have to be able to get them out. As the ITF chairman also, what is to be done. What are you people doing? How many schools in Nigeria, higher institutions, have vocational studies? How many schools in Nigeria have vocational training that they go through? Not that you're just releasing bunch of graduates that don't have all of these
When
things.
you talk about vocational, labs and the rest of it, they are just labs in
labs
the
there.
name of labs. So many times, you find that our children go to school and then they just write notes.
Exactly.
Somebody was lamenting about note taking. He said, you're just writing notes, and the painful part of it is that lecturers or teachers will just dictate the notes, including command, full stop.
It's painful. It's painful that they dictate the notes, but more than that is the fact that those notes probably have been used for like 7 sets or 8 sets. So many a times you don't even need to write notes. If you are so wise in the Nigerian context, just call a colleague, senior colleague, Oga, do photocopy. Because it's the same thing. How well can we sustain this kind of educational system? How well can we compete with others in the world? We have to be serious to take drastic steps.
We have to be serious.
It's not about just putting up. You just see that universities are springing up
left, right, center, over 190 or so now.
In fact, I don't know. I won't be surprised if every local government have every one university. But that's not the solution. The ones that we have, what are we doing to equip them? That's my take about it.
Okay. You can talk to us if you'd like to make a call. Why not? It's open day today. Leah's parents to Buhari rescue our daughter. Will accept her in any condition. Whoa. This is the Vanguard. Sharibu, Nathan, and Rebecca have decried the abandonment of their daughter, Leah, with her abductors by the federal government, saying her continued captivity is a sad situation. Although the teenager is said to be nursing her second child in captivity, her parents said Nigeria had failed Leah and pleaded with President Muhammadu Buhari to accept the American offer of assistance to secure the release of their daughter. We have a caller here. Let's attend to this caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points, Comrade Sado Imodagbeda. Good, sir. Welcome, sir.
I want to talk about Gumi. Gumi should go and read the peace and conflict and know the difference between political agitation and criminal violence, so that those that don't bring more country to the country. Look at Governor was kissing us, and we are just heading up to do issues that put in Rwanda issue.
All right. Okay, thank you very much, for calling. Comrade Sado Imodagbe calling there from University of Ibadan. Okay, you'd like to join the fray? Why not? 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 499 3000. Those are the numbers in case you'd like to talk to us on the program Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Leah Sharibu's, case, really draws, it pulls some strings, in your heart as a Nigerian. When she was abducted alongside, our fellow students in Dapchi that year, some of them were retrieved, some were told died, in the course of, the tortuous travel. And then she had remained with the abductors up to now. We saw, images or pictures or, stories in the media that she had given birth to a second child. You begin to ask the question about, the fact that these terrorists, it sounds like, or it looks like they are getting the upper hand. Don't forget that, a lot of schools have been shut down in the northern part of Nigeria. Of course, I hear that some schools are going to be, back on stream, particularly maybe for it. But when it comes to Leah Sharibu, it sounds like a special case to me. Her colleagues were recovered, but she was not recovered. I remember Lai Mohammed, Minister for Information and Culture, saying that they used back channels to get the girls back. And I was wondering why the back channels was not enough to also get Leah out of captivity.
Yeah. And for me, it's unfortunate because right from what these parents are saying, you would see the voice of frustration. And it's so unfortunate because they are telling the Nigerian government, if you can't do it, allow others to. It's a shame on us as a country. We have actually failed. That's the truth of the matter. Somebody has been there and I feel is having point of religion inside and a lot of things like that. If they have used the back channel to save others, why is she there? Because you need to save her. She's a Nigerian. What is her offense for going to school? And now the parents are saying, allow the US to come and help. It's so critical here.
You see,
I don't know. What we need to do the right thing to do to get that gay out.
Nations have some measure of pride, when someone is saying, let's beg another country to help us to solve our problems.
But that's the state we find ourselves.
Wow.
That's the state. Your state determines what you need. Your state determines the kind of help that you cry out for. We are not getting it for how many years now? I don't know, but I know that it takes 9 months to have a baby and deliver. Now she's delivering the second one. And this person has been there. What's our offense? Just that she wants a right to education, just like any other kid in the country wants to. So of course we have failed. And we should find solutions. She should be out.
A related girl-child education gets boost as reps pledge to speed up UB Act amendment. 2 committees of the House of Representatives have reiterated their commitment to amending the Universal Basic Education UB Act 2004 towards ensuring free, safe, and quality girl-child education up to the secondary school level in the country. The House Committees on Women in Parliament and Basic Education made the pledge during an event to commemorate this year's International Women's Day celebration in Abuja recently. The event was organized by Malala Fund and its Education Champions Policy and Legal Advocacy Center plaque and the hashtag Amend UB Act Coalition as part of the wider Malala Fund COVID-19 campaign strategy aimed at ensuring more gender-responsive legislation and plan for the recovery phase of the pandemic in Nigeria. I know that about 700 million children, were affected by the locked in sub-Saharan Africa or what you like to call, describe as middle or low-income countries. So, in the course of the COVID-19 pandemic, there have been, series of, really, if you like, you say gender-based violence, meted out to the children and particularly the girl child. Do you think that this legislation will help? We have too many legislations.
Exactly. The problem of this nation is not about legislation, it's not about law. It's about enactment. It's about enforcement. How well are you going to see to the enforcement of this thing? Now, we're talking about this particular act that we're talking about was written, I think, in 2004. That's how many years ago? So we're talking about an act that's
16 years or 17 years.
In my mind, like you always say, in my mind, in my head, I actually think this act is actually working already. I actually think this act is already being enforced. Now, as a lawmaker, you're coming in 2021, an act of 2004, and you're not trying to play it for us. Excuse me, ma or sir, that's why you are there in the house. To make sure that all of these things are put in check. Our problem is not the law. I disagree. It's not about the law. It's about the enforcement. Because we will hear all of these things again. It's like they just make us happy. If you come and post scores and the rest, it is to show that we have a lot of things to do in our education sector. And Michael, it will interest you that in the number 15 of the 2004 UBA Act that you talk about, the Universal Education Act that you talk about, it said, and I will read, that service that should be provided free of charge are book, instructional materials, classroom, furniture, and free lunch. So we have this in this act as far back as 2004.
So you don't need to even make any other law.
You don't even need to make, you have all of these things. And it's so unfortunate that some political parties around 2015, 2019 will come around and come and say, we will give your children free meal. Something we already have as far back as 2004. It's so pathetic that some politicians will snap with books and the rest.
That's so unfortunate.
Take pictures, something that we already have in the law as far back as 2004 is to show you how far we are from the reality.
How far we are from reality.
Exactly.
So the reality is that we have to get out of the studio now.
That's the reality that's going on us. Because the way Bosun is looking, that's the reality. But of course, it's so pathetic. It's so as far back as 2004.